29-year-old Ali Reza has been working at this pharmacy in western Tehran for the past 5 years. Most of the medicines and other pharmaceutical products sold at this pharmacy and in pharmacies across the country are made locally. For years, the government has kept the prices low by ramping up domestic production. But over the past month, prices have gone up considerably.
Prices have seen a shocking spike over the past month. The price of some medicines has quadrupled. For example, a vitamin A ointment that used to cost 10,000 tomans is now 40,000 tomans. Plavix increased from 330,000 tomans to 650,000.
He says that insurance coverage doesn't keep up with inflation, and in the end, it's the patients who are hit with a higher cost.
The Social Security Organization has increased the percentage of coverage, but with prices rising, it doesn't make a difference for the patients. They still have to pay more.
An official from the Iranian Pharmacists Association says that 3 out of 10 patients who enter a pharmacy don't get the medicines they need due to the new prices. The government has justified these price hikes as a measure to prevent the bankruptcy of pharmaceutical manufacturers.
Many drugs cannot be produced domestically because they are not economically viable. Therefore, we are forced to increase prices to compensate for the company's losses and urge them to continue production. We also need more foreign hard currency to import the medicine we need.
The government allocated a sizable medicine subsidy in 2018 when US President Donald Trump abandoned a multinational nuclear accord with Iran and imposed harsh US sanctions. Washington claimed that food and medicine were waived from its sanctions, but in practice they were affected. Faced with the budget deficit and the devaluing currency, the country's parliament voted to scrap an annual $9 billion subsidy in 2022. The subsidy cut caused a decline in domestic production, which in turn contributed to the recent price hikes, as the local currency continues to nosedive.
The rise in medicine prices did not keep up with the inflation rate. The price rise isn't enough for the producer. This means we can't afford to supply raw materials for our medicines. Therefore, our production volume drops.
Officials say local companies were forced to cut 30% of their production to make ends meet.
In comparison with international prices, medicine prices in Iran are still lower. Yet, it's still not affordable for many Iranians, as the country grapples with an economic crisis. With further subsidy cuts and rising exchange rates on the horizon, both patients and pharmaceutical companies are facing a challenging future. Reza Hatami, TRT World, Tehran.